Hey guys, and welcome to our channel. My name is Marissa, and this is Julia and I's new and improved Sims channel. I'm so excited you guys are here today to check this build out. I am going to be doing a speed build in Oasis Springs, which is my favorite world. Let's get started. I was really excited to do this build because, one, I love building tiny houses. I don't know, I kind of recently have found myself building houses that are just a little bit smaller than, I don't know, than most of the houses that come in the base game. I just think they're easier to fill and they feel a little bit more realistic. In the past, I've found myself building houses that were way too big, disproportional, and just really odd and clunky. So I think these are a good way to kind of fill space and also not make it look like a disaster. But I definitely don't hate bigger homes, and I'll definitely be experimenting with those in the future. But right now, this is a tiny desert home in the world of Oasis Springs, which is probably my favorite world. Obviously a base game world, but I think it is absolutely beautiful. I think they spent a lot of time on this one, and it shows because a lot of the lots that you can build on are just really, really nice. So what I did here was I kind of started off with like just a square, kind of kept it, didn't really add any kind of extruding chunks, but yeah, so I started off with this and I was playing around with the colors. I didn't want to use any CC. You can see me playing around with some CC right there, and I was like, oh, what am I gonna do? And I was like, oh, maybe this wood, and then I was like, oh, nope, hate that. So I definitely played around with it for a little while until I got the color I exactly wanted. And you can kind of see every once in a while I'll kind of zoom out and look at the houses next to me. I haven't touched the houses next to me. I just was trying to get an idea of what would like match like the landscape, and like you can see right there I was like, oh no, those are both ugly, so it's fine. I'll probably rebuild those here in the future. I've got some plans to remake over Oasis Springs because obviously it's my favorite world, and I'm just getting back into The Sims. For some reason I thought more columns, higher house, no, and then I kind of went with that, and then it worked out when I put the roof on, and it was just, I don't know, it definitely looked better with the roof, and I was like, oh, is this too flat? Oh, too big? Zooming out, zooming in. I think it looked good. And I added some stone here because I thought that would match kind of like the desert look, and I was like, oh, should it be glass? Nope. Definitely changing my mind a bunch of times, but I was definitely going for more of a black details, as you can see. Playing around with the windows, I wanted this build to be kind of light and airy, but also a little industrial and kind of modern. Definitely you can see it's a little traditional with the stone, but I think with the black it brings it to more of like a modern style, which is cool. Most of the time when I build, I focus on a lot of like whites, so for this one I definitely wanted to do something that was more bold with like blacks and browns. Definitely don't play a lot with browns, so I think it was cool that I was able to incorporate some like wood into this build. Like I said, I don't usually build with that, and I thought this was a good way to kind of introduce what this channel is going to kind of be. Previously ran by my girlfriend. She is away right now. Julia is away. She is in California, living it up in the sun, and I am here, home. That's it. So I am just trying to kind of pass some time, and what better way to pass time than The Sims. I've been playing The Sims for probably this is gonna sound crazy, probably a little over a decade, maybe 15 years. I first started playing The Sims 2 on my PlayStation 2. Loved it. Loved the idea of like building houses and playing with like characters, and I fell in love with The Sims. And you can see I put some stones in here in the back because I wanted it. I didn't want to do anything outside. I just wanted to like keep it. I didn't want to like add a patio or anything. I just wanted it to be kind of like a little like plop down house, like maybe like a starter house. I think this is definitely not like starter. You could not buy this like if you had just like moved a family in. I think this was like ended up being like $47,000. So definitely a little out of probably the set money range. So you would have to plop this one down and then, I don't know, move into a crap house and then make the money until you could afford to move into this house, even though it would probably be smaller. But I think it's cute. I think it's definitely cute. And the things that go inside this house I think are really, really cute. I think the only CC I used was maybe like a basket and some wallpaper. But I think that was pretty much it. Maybe a painting, I think, as well. You can see here I was just really excited to like put in some like kitchen stuff. I didn't even like paint the walls, and then I realized that like, oh shit, there's nothing on the walls. So went back and did that like a fool. But yeah, I've been playing the Sims for about 15 years. Played The Sims 2 on the PlayStation 2. Loved it. And then I found myself, trying every type of Sims I could. For the PlayStation 2, I had Bustin' Out, The Sims, the original one, and I would have the island one. I forget what the name of that one exactly was. Oh, but it rocked. It was great. Not Bustin' Out, but The Sims the Urban Sims. That one was fun. It was like all like Black Eyed Peas themed. It was good. Classic. But I wasn't too big on the actual computer games, so it wasn't until like The Sims 3 came out that like, things started to get, like, oh, it's like, yeah, this rocks. So yeah, you can see me playing around. I definitely went for some orange themes here in this house, which was cool. I put some things and I definitely changed my mind like 14,000 times, trying to get the colors to be like what I wanted them to be. And I put this table down. I was like, oh, JK, I thought this one was better. But yeah, I definitely like this orange theme, because I usually do like a stainless, like an all stainless steel kitchen, or like an all like white kitchen. Never do I really play with, and you'll see I put down the pancake stove and not like a real stove, and I didn't realize that until like a few minutes later, and I was like, oh, what is going on? But yeah, and I played with the windows. I wanted something that was like, you could still like see outside, like if you were in this house. Like, I didn't want it to be like just like a box, but it definitely is just like a square, and I think that's something I would change about it if I was to like redo it, but it's too late now. Wanted to keep the bathroom kind of simple, just really standard, nothing crazy, because it is such a small bathroom. You can see like I took some windows out, and I wanted to make sure there was still enough light. Okay, so it took me probably like 10 or 15 minutes to decide on a bed, and you'll see I literally put down every single bed. I think if I was to download any type of CC, it would probably be some beds, because I'm realizing now how terrible most of these beds are if you're trying to find like a specific like wood color and a specific like blanket, because I really just wanted something that was white and like just matched like the other woods. So you'll see I ended up changing some of the wall colors because I was just getting so frustrated. And I'm not sure, I have not tested this out with my Sims yet, but I believe you can get to the bathroom. If there was anything, you would probably have to just maybe extend the house by one unit. If you like really, unless you, I guess, like, if I was to, like, redo it, I would probably move that counter that I just put there. I would probably just remove that and maybe just shift everything over one. Because I think there's really no reason for that counter. I think it does take up a lot of space, and I think it could be used better use of like a chair, or it's fine. This house will be available on our gallery, but yeah, you can change whatever you want about it if you decide to download it. But yeah, so basically the goal for this channel is to just kind of just show how I play The Sims. I mainly played The Sims 3, and I've actually just got into The Sims 4. I'm a big Sims 3 hoe. Not so much 4 until recently, which has been really nice and it's been really fun. Julia actually had all the expansion packs, so it's been cheap to kind of fuel this obsession. And hopefully when and if she comes back, she'll be able to help and she'll be able to make videos as well. That would be really great. That'd be awesome if she could maybe put in some work. No, she's living her best life out in California in the sun. So yeah, kudos to her. But back here at the ranch, we're playing The Sims. So like I said earlier, I'm thinking about redoing Oasis Springs, or another type of world. Probably gonna start with Oasis Springs because I really like the styles of the homes. I like the desert area. I just like the overall vibe of, I feel like I know that they recently just came out with, it's like the Get Famous, like, it's basically LA, but I think Oasis Springs is like, I consider it like the suburb of LA, because it's got a little bit of desert, it's got a little bit of grass, it's got kind of like the villa style homes, it's got like the kind of more flat roofed, sandy homes, just a really good, I think it's got a really good consistent feeling to it. And so I'm currently working on a family that I have not filmed any video with them, mostly because I've been testing out some mods, so and some of them are not super appropriate, but I definitely would like to show you my sim family that I have. Not super organic, definitely hasn't been the most wholesome, but it is really fun, being that it's my first like family that I've played with with The Sims, because like I said before, I played a lot with 3, and I would follow like families for I would spend like months and months and months and months and months on like one family. So it was good to kind of start that with The Sims 4. You'll see, I love this. I ended up changing that backdrop to yellow, which is my favorite color, but it's fine. And I gave it more of a matchy feeling with the kitchen, which was cool, because I think if you were to live in a place like this, like, you would definitely want your rooms to blend a little bit in together. You wouldn't want them to be completely opposite. And I think it turned out really well. It definitely has some EA feels with those. You'll see me trying to put the toilet paper down. I don't know why it doesn't work in my game. It's fine. They don't need toilet paper. And I think it definitely gives it kind of like a cartoony vibe with like those with the shelf and the images. And I was gonna put some knickknacks up there, but I think it looked just better just as like just those three pictures. They gave it kind of like a pop art feel, a little different from the kitchen, and I waited. The last thing I did was carpets and plants, because those are my favorite parts to do. I love plants. I love plants in real life. I have a ton of plants. You'll see there I fixed the stove so it was not the pancake stove, because what purpose does that serve besides pancakes? I've actually never used the pancake stove in game, so maybe you can cook other things too. And then there's that CC basket I put in. You'll also see I was playing around. I just wanted to fill some stuff under there, but just ended up only doing one, which was okay. And you can see I had to put those counters back. And also you'll see I'll admit it, I have the drug mod downloaded, but probably won't, I don't know. I'll probably uninstall that one. And you can see I was trying to fit a couch there. I thought that might look nice, and just wanted to check it out at nighttime. I thought it looked good. Would replace probably the mailbox. Thought about putting something on the porch, changed my mind 10,000 times until I was able to finish it off with just some more houseplants, which I think is good. You can never have too many houseplants, especially in this type of house. It was a little bit more modern with some eco vibes to it. And here are the final results. You can see my first time trying to take pictures of a sim house. It's a little janky, it's fine. Kitchen I think it turned out really well. I really liked how I guess the bathroom is my least favorite part, but that's for another day. And I think it turned out pretty good. I like it. TV's floating, it's fine. But yeah, stay tuned on this channel because we're definitely going to be churning out some different types of videos. I hope you like this. Check it out in the gallery. Check out some of Julia's work. She's talented, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for sticking around, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this build. Be sure to give this video a good ol' like, and be sure to subscribe for some more really creative builds. I know Julia has some great ideas. Again, thanks for checking this out. We'll see you guys next time.